And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Morant and Smart make up the backcourt. Jackson out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey into the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Morant against Doncic. Pass to Marshall. 4-3. Second shot opportunity. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Dallas has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Maverick, the pass to Lively. Here's Maverick. Takes a three. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Well, Luka Doncic on the receiving end of a quality pass. We usually see him with the ball.
Jackson outside. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Oh, target from range. Jackson's got 7 points in the game. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
John Collins checked in for Memphis.
Who's got Luka?
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Lively with a screen on Morant. Doncic passes to Lively. Here's Maverick. The three. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
The Mavericks leading. Marshall passes to Maverick. Doncic outside. Releases. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Jackson outside. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. For the tie. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic passes to Maverick. Back to Doncic. There's a screen by Marshall from the arc. And it's Doncic missing. Oh, swiped away. Back to Lively. Pass to Maverick. Doncic right side. Now here's Siakam. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Shot clock at 3. For 3. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist by Lively. Doncic has got 8 points here in the quarter. Grizzlies trail by 6. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. The Mavericks, number 1.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
Maverick, the pass to Marshall. Here's Maverick. Off target from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Jackson outside. And here's Collins for 3. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
Pass to Collins. Back to Jackson. Now Collins. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Doncic. Oh! Morant sinks the triple.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here's Doncic. 16 points for him. Launches a 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Morant surveying the floor. Lets a floater go. Oh, Siakam with the block.
Now that's size and length. Pascal Siakam says, not now, not here.
Here's Marshall. Knocks down the long J. Marshall's got 6. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first straight. I'll tell you cannot give Marcus Smart that much room because he will throw it down. Puts his vertical to excellent use.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a 3-point play. Both teams deciding to change it up. Dallas shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got the Rockets ahead of them next in Houston. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And here's Morant outside. And it's Maverick with a rebound. Dallas leading by 6. Now here's Lively. Doncic passes to Maverick. Kicks it out to Siakam. 3-pointer. The shot misses. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. The offensive rebound. Knocked loose. And now the Mavs on the run. From the baseline. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, my goodness. Not only a vertical threat, but a big-time finisher, Derek Lively.
And here's Morant outside. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. Morant's got 9 points in the quarter.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the 2nd half.
And he gets it back. Fires the 3. Shot's good by Black. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Pulls it. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Maverick, the pass to Lively. And here's Doncic. Here's Black. Over to the wing. Here's Maverick. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Collins. Here's Wells. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Black, pounded by Morant. And the call will be against John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Memphis. Grimes, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Pippen in for Ja Morant. And Dallas also making a switch. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. And that one's good. Maverick.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Grimes. Jackson on the wing. Here's Grimes. The 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Out to the right wing. The shot by Maverick, no good. Grizzlies trail by 12. 1:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Grimes. The 3 is up. And Gafford with the block.
Do not go up soft against Daniel Gafford. He will send it right back at you.
5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Oh, and Jackson with the block. And he stays with it. It's scooped up. Here's Gafford. Kicks it to Doncic. Fires for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 11 in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Jackson outside. Shot to stop the run. And he gets the bucket. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Another miss by Doncic. Knocked away. And he lobs it up top. Oh, blows the alley-oop jam. Right wing. Here's Pippen. Counted from distance. Here's Maverick. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Dallas ending the quarter up 10. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Thompson out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Black in at the point guard position. Gafford up top. Pass to Black. Thompson, a screen on Morant. Here's Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Memphis with a rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Over to the left wing. And here's Morant outside. It's hauled in by Black. Dallas leading by 7. Here's Maverick. Buries it down low. Maverick's got 31.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Morant, pass to Collins. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Wells. From downtown. Mavericks with a rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Marshall. Gafford passes to Maverick. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Inside, Gafford passes to Maverick. Back to Gafford. Here's Marshall. Knocks down the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Morant, the pass to Wells. Here's Grimes. Collins a screen, looking to end the run. A nice shot by Grimes.
Oh, I love that answer from 3 from Quentin Grimes. Big-time response.
Maverick, the pass to Gafford. Jacks up at 3. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Maverick. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Maverick's got 6 points in the quarter. Morant with it. Pass to Grimes. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Thompson scanning the floor. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Wells misses. Dallas leading by 13. On the wing, Thompson fires from deep. And that one's good. Maverick's got 38 points.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Now Morant. Pass to Grimes. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Marshall.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Black passes to Thompson. Launches it. Connects from downtown. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Siakam comes in for Marshall. And Doncic has subbed in for Black. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Collins with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Grimes to stop the run. Which rebounded by Pascal Siakam.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, guys. I did get some news from the Grizzlies' head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. Rotations, game plans, and minute distribution will all need to be readjusted while he's out of the lineup.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Maverick, the pass to Lively. Here's Maverick. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Free throw is good from Collins.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. And Dallas with a change here, too. Marshall's checked in.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Grizzlies trail by 15. Smart outside. Offline with a three.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Lively. Here's Maverick, defended by Smart. Lively with a screen on Smart. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Here's Maverick. No good on the quick three. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Collins outside.
Get outside, get outside.
Jackson surveying the D. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled. They're doing some good work at the line this half.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And here's Doncic outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Marshall. Here's Maverick, defended by Smart. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Shot is up. And he can't bank that one in. Dallas leading by 17. Here's Maverick. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 4th assist in this one. Smart outside. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Maverick, defended by Smart. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Here's Maverick. Puts up a deep 3. The shot comes out.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Jackson, the pass to Jackson. Doncic against Morant. Jackson, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Siakam, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Dallas leading by 17. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. 1:41 left in the final quarter. Pass to Smart. Banked it in off the glass. Smart's got 21 points in the game.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Mavericks.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight. And what a huge performance it was for Maverick.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Pass to Maverick, lively with a screen on Smart. Sinks it from distance. Maverick's got 44.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Siakam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
Here's Pippen.
Get that perimeter! Over!
There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock.
You got him!
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that.
Let's get it in, P. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a double.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Now the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Luka Doncic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Maverick out there with Doncic. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. And for the Wizards, Koulibaly is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Lewis, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And that's the weight room strength of Doncic right there, fully displayed.
Pass to Koulibaly. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside for Lewis. He tries for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Udoka. David?
Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage. Luka Doncic flicks. That's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. We're going to make him work every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
On defense, Washington. Marshall passes to Maverick. 6 to shoot. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Siakam against Kuzma. Lewis kicks to Giddey. Shoots over Lively. Can't hit from 12. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Maverick. Drains the 3-pointer.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Here's Lewis. Doncic with the steal. And here they come. He lobs it up. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. It was touched by Doncic. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam, Clark, has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Doncic. To the wing right side. Maverick passes to Doncic. Over Giddey. Doncic, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And he hits the bucket.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Stolen by Lewis. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Shoots. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baiting him into it. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Pass to Valanciunas. Not going to go that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Dallas, no good that time either. Washington trails. Coulibaly with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The shot. And again, Washington, no good. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's rebounded by Coulibaly.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Lively. Here's Siakam. Lets it go from deep. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Now, Coulibaly. Outside Lewis. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
15th in three-point shooting. And they've only been able to get in the top 20 in terms of second chance points. Some teams prioritize just getting back on defensive transition.
And they like those quick strikes. You mentioned their fast break points, top 10 in the league. If it's up to them, the pace of the game will be quick. Sars checked in for Washington. And Dallas with a change here, too. Black's checked in. Lively sends a screen for Doncic. Offline with this through.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now here's Lewis. Still without a basket. Here's Maverick. He's defended by Coulibaly. Lively the pass to Maverick. Pass to Siakam. Buries it from three-point range. Siakam's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Mavs.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Maverick, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but That's not been the case here lately. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Maverick. The three. It's rebounded by Giddey. Wizards trail by 5. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
We've got a bunch of this game yet.
Substitution on the court.
Sarr out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's George. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Carrington in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. From deep, George. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Mavericks leading by 7. It's Black in the corner. Pass to Maverick. Back to Black. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Siakam's shot is off. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here's Kuzma. Beasley with a screen on Gafford. Here's Kuzma. Hits it from three-point range. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
A reliable stretch four. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
Here's Maverick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Mavericks lead by 7. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Maverick, in the last matchup against the Grizzlies, had a huge game. He had 44 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Beasley outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Beasley bouncing off the defense there and finding a way to still finish, making it look effortless.
Gafford passes to Maverick. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Thompson from long range. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Maverick. A three-pointer is right on target. Mavericks got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Black. He has 5. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bay comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Davis is subbed in for Malik Beasley. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Bay against Siakam. Bay passes to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
From downtown, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Maverick. Mavericks got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Pass to Carrington. Back to Bay. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-4 run. Siakam passes to Black. And Marshall kicks to Siakam. For the screen on Bay. Siakam for three. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Washington. Josh Giddey comes in for Davis. And Dallas with a change here, too. Doncic is checked in for Black. Outside, George. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And here is Doncic. Last game, 26 points. Pass to Maverick. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Siakam, a screen on Giddey. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they're not in a good place right now as a ball club. After the success of last season, they were expecting bigger and better things this year.
And you know what? Even though the season hasn't been a complete disaster, they're pretty dysfunctional as a team right now.
And the shot goes in. Giddey's got his first bucket in this one.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Sarr. Pass to Lewis. And he uses the glass on the lane.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas no good that time either. Here's Sarr, guarded by Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And now let's check in on the two guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. Now you look at Maverick, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
I tell you what, I think he relishes those difficult assignments. I mean, he's such an intense competitor. Defense is what drives him. I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
Marshall dishes to Doncic. Here's Maverick. No good again that time.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit. When you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
On the wing, Giddey. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas leading by 9. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break, here they come.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points. I keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Thompson. It's Kuzma top the key. Over Siakam. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Master Maverick. A floater. A three ball. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Now Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Maverick passes to Marshall. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Siakam outside. Rockets hits. This one for three. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got his 5th rebound in this one.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Unable to get that one.
A bomb at the buzzer. How about that? Unreal. Whips this crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
We expect them to come out and play well. They put on their work clothes. They're taking care of things. That's what good teams do.
That's good. And right now, let's see who's jostling for Rookie of the Year.
It's far enough into the season now.
And that about wraps it up.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game for Maverick.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Derek Lively. Luka Doncic out there with Maverick. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Wizards trail by 7. And Lewis has it in the corner. The Wizards with another miss.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
On the wing, Doncic. Lewis covering. Doncic passes to Maverick. Pulls it from the elbow. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Coulibaly. Kuzma outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Siakam. The shot's good from Kuzma.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
To the left side wing. From deep. And that's good for 3 points. A shot from Maverick. Maverick's got 19 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Coulibaly. Knocked away. Stolen by Lively. And it's the Mavericks on the break at the floor. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Siakam's got 15.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that.
Siakam against Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Good.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Giddey the pass to Kuzma. Valanciunas sets a screen for Kuzma. Over Siakam. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kuzma.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
It's good. 21 points for Maverick.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Giddey against Doncic. Snatched away. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Siakam's shot is off. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Giddey. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Labonte. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his third assist on the night. Here's Maverick. Dallas moving it around. Watch the screen. Shot clock at 5. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound, Washington.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan.
George is out there with Song. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Saddiq Bey. And it's Carrington in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Maverick. Here's Black. Screen by Gafford. Here's Maverick by Beasley. Here's Black. Misses the 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain him even more.
No good from Beasley.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And Saddiq Bey picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Marshall, and stolen by Song.
You know, once you leave your feet, you really limit your options.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Marshall passes to Maverick. Back to Black. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. And now it's an 11-point Dallas lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Here's Maverick, and he lays it straight in. Maverick's got 4 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Beasley outside. No good on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
It's Sarr, top of the key. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. Here's Bay. Throws it from outside.
Showing the range. How about Bay? Taking and making his fair share of those triples.
Pass to Thompson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to... I love that action.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kicks it out to Beasley. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Down low. Gafford passes to Black. Here's Maverick. Out to the right wing. The three. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. A 12-point game. Pass to Carrington. Sarr sets the screen for Beasley. And the lead is down inside single digits.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
Here's Maverick, covered by Beasley. Marshall dishes to Black. Here's Maverick. Gafford kicks to Marshall. Pass to Maverick. High arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Mavericks got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Then for the Mavericks, Derek Lively. He's checked in. Lively the pass to Marshall. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Pass to Kuzma. to Giddey. Shoots from the line. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Lively. Here's Maverick. Doncic kicks to Marshall. Maverick passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 11. And it's Giddey in the corner. Back to Kuzma. Wizards passing it around. To the paint. Koulibaly finds Valanciunas.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Kuzma, that's good.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Took him no time at all on that one. 32 points for Maverick. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Fires the three. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Maverick. Giddey against Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
Giddey kicks to Valanciunas. Kuzma outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Siakam. Sinks the triple. Kuzma's got 11 in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Lively a screen on Lewis to the right side. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Maverick. Kicks it out to Siakam. And stolen by Kuzma. The tray. Another miss by Kuzma. Dallas leading by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Maverick.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Stolen by Lewis. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Great win tonight, MP.